Hi, I'm John Pelche.
And my name is Tyrone Patterson.
And we are Out of the Box, overcoming the stigma of mental health. Stand Up Comics!
John Pelche and Tyrone Patterson have come a long way in the past few months. The pair has completed an intensive workshop aimed at giving them the skills to become a professional stand-up comedian. But even more amazing is that they are both dealing with a mental illness.
I find burgers are greasy. Every time I eat one, I find that I'm doing a commercial for hardening of the arteries.
I'm a paranoid schizophrenic, so that means I'm scared of people, and I'm scared of crowds. And with stand-up comedy, I can stand up in front of people and not be scared, and I can walk the streets and not be scared.
So I travel a lot. Got no luck with hotels. Once asked for a room with a view, they put me in a hot air balloon.
For John, schizophrenia is something he also deals with, but rather than seeing it as a disability, he sees it as a gift.
Schizophrenia is a gift more than a disabling disease, and that perhaps the disability is brought forth by a misunderstanding of the actual patient.
It's these misunderstandings that John and Tyrone have learned to incorporate into their stand-up comedy routine.
And I'd like to introduce you to the Rasputin comic, John Pelche.
I describe my comedy, well, pretty natural, funny. It's about mental health and some other things that I put in there, but I'm going to find for the future that I'm going to go a little bit further than that.
Mostly it's just things that I've wanted to say, you know, so it's, questioning medication or questioning, the driving speed limit, you know.
Finally found the difference between your certified clinical psychosis and your tolerated run-of-the-mill power-hungry functioning psychosis. The first are placed in medication. The second are in high levels of business and the government.
Guiding them along on this journey is James Owasik. He was the workshop director who has decades of experience under his belt.
Stand-up comedy is one of the most challenging and intense things going. Most comics backstage, like at Yuck Yucks, go to the washroom at least 6 to 8 times before they go on. I mean, it's a real nerve-wracking thing, you know. Those that smoke go through a pack of smokes, you know, just before they're going on. But then once you're on stage, you're on stage. But then again, what makes stand-up comedy different is you're a one-person show. You are the performer and writer. You have no support. You're alone on stage.
Before, we were just, messing around, and James is a professional. He came in and, made it real, so I'm excited. This is sort of the next step.
I find that being on stage, I get kind of an excitement out of it, and when I'm finished, I'm kind of glad to get off.
My motto on this one is that they're stand-up comics first, then they're mental health people, versus the other way around. I don't want just a funny little mental health person. I want someone who is genuinely skilled at what they do, and they happen to have a challenge.
But ultimately, the message Tyrone wants to put out is,
we can do something. It's just we got to have a chance to do it and someone to believe in us. And that is the best thing that we could ever get.
So there's a term in mental illness called state-dependent learning, which means that I can sleep off my medication in 16 to 18 hours and still have time to function like a normal human being, lying on the couch and watching TV all day.
You can catch John and Tyrone's opening night performance on October the 5th at 6:30 p.m. It takes place at the second annual Youth Mental Health Dinner during Mental Illness Awareness Week. In Penticton, for Shaw TV, I'm Marianne Okel.